Hey, hey.
Hey, Jude, don't be nude. How's it going?
Hey, man. Hey, hey.
Hey, mama said the way you move.
Gotta make you fuck me. Gonna make you do something crazy.
That was neat.
It was awesome. You know, that's the thing. For some reason, we're always first to the show.
Yeah, you know, we're the ones that we're reliable, really.
You know what it is, Jason? And I speak the truth. We are musicians. We are always first to the gig.
That's true. That's true. You know, it's the professionalism that we bring. It's the, we're in tune. We got new strings on. You probably have new drum heads on.
Oh yeah, fresh pair of sticks. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we're essentially we're the foundation for the band here.
Exactly. You know, here we are. And it feels good.
But then again, you can't have the band without, the talent, essentially,
Yeah, and that's pretty much where we falter.
So, do you think Pete's on Japanese time?
Is he back in town?
I don't know. He's going to join us in theory, right?
Yeah, he said he would. So, but I'm not sure when he got back. We never talked about it. He's not picking up, even though it says he's online.
He's asleep.
He's probably sleeping.
Yeah.
I always say this when it happens. We need to check Xbox Live.
Ooh.
Sometimes he's there.
That's true.
I want to say that it has happened live on the show before. We are all sitting here going, "Where the fuck is Pete?" And then I go, "You know what? It was back when Final Fantasy, what was it? Final Fantasy 200 came out, whatever.
Right. That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like totally playing it. And he forgot about the show, and we were laughing our asses off.
See, that's what's great about Pete. He's pretty hardcore.
Fuck the podcast. I am really playing this.
Honestly, I think the guy probably wears diapers and he just takes a shit sometimes. He just doesn't even have to, because he's so focused on his game. He's like, I don't have time to take a dump. I'm sorry.
He absolutely has a shit bucket.
Yeah, and you know what? God bless him.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just waiting for the doorbell to ring any moment here at my house.
Bing bong.
Mr. Games Ready 1 is on his way, en route.
Huh.
So
now he knows what time the podcast starts, I assume.
He does. And he texted me, and then he called and said, "I'm running a little late." I said, "No problem. I'll let everyone know." Oh. Is it him?
Oh. Pete Dorr in the house.
Mr. Pete Dorr.
Hello.
He just woke up. You just woke up, didn't you?
Not that long ago.
Yeah.
Are you back from Japan?
Yeah, but it's really hard adjusting
I'm
to
sure.
This day and night cycle again because, oh my God.
You're all messed up, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, because I left at 6:30 in the morning in Japan, and then when I got here, it was 7 in the morning. So I slept all day, and then it's just so screwed up. I've been taking naps every day since, or sleeping during the day. It's terrible. Still trying to adjust.
And you've been back, a day or two?
I came back June 30th.
Oh,
wow. Okay. So you've had a couple of days, 3-4 days to try to get adjusted.
Almost there. I'm to the point now where it's I'm sort of adjusted, but I'm still having to take 2 to 3 hour naps during the day, which sucks. It feels terrible waking up during the day. I don't know. I just hate it.
Yeah, me too. So you're up all night, right? You just can't sleep at night.
Kind of. Yeah. To try and adjust, I tried to stay up until 5 or 6. That way I'd wake up at 12 or 1 in the afternoon. And I don't know. It's terrible.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for John. He's coming over.
Okay.
And we were just flicking you guys shit.
that's right.
That's all.
Yeah.
Did you guys start recording or what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
we were mocking you, but actually it was just because we're jealous.
Exactly.
So, Pete, right off the bat, I have to ask you a question that I think pretty much everyone listening to the podcast is probably wondering, and myself included. Over in Japan, Did you get lucky?
No.
The $1 million question.
All right.
Yeah, I got lucky with some games, though. I'll tell you that much.
Good answer. Good
That's
answer.
right. Get lucky.
I know. I was thinking the Daft Punk song too.
I haven't listened to. I started just actually to put me to sleep today. I started listening to the last episode to try and find out what you guys thought of E3, but I only made it in about half an hour before I was out. Not saying it was a bad podcast, but like I had to lie down and take a nap and started listening to it.
Our soothing voices just rocked you to sleep.
It did.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. You know, we had some good thoughts, but it's nice to have you back and talk about it again.
Yeah, from what I can remember, because it was weird having E3 in Japan, because all I can basically do is just watch the press conferences, and that was about it. So I tried to watch a couple of things since I've been back, and yeah, there were a lot of games that I weren't even aware were shown at E3, because they were outside of the press conferences. So,
Hey, I was going to ask you, did you order the Oculus Rift? Did you
no.
I was reading an article about that, and that just sounds amazing. Like I'm sold on it.
Like, how do you get one now? Like if you didn't get in on Kickstarter or whatever?
I don't know. I don't really know that much about it. I think I read an article. I want to say it was in this month's Game Informer or something like that, and it focused kind of on the technology developer side of things. And I don't know how you get it right now, but I want one because they were saying that basically every developer that has put it on and played a game has been blown away by it. They basically like it's not even work to try to get them to sign on to modify their games for it. But so they showed it at E3, and it was the new HD version of it. But one of the interesting things I thought about it, but without going off on too much of a tangent, but I thought was pretty interesting, is that most first-person shooters that you normally play on a console or a PC, your character there's a bunch of tricks that are going on in the background to make it feel normal. And so your characters are often only about 4 feet high. And they do that so that when you're playing a first-person shooter like Call of Duty or whatever, that everything feels right. That everything's scaled right. It doesn't seem to make sense, but the reason why they mention it is because now when you put it into 3D on the Oculus Rift, it becomes very apparent how small you are and how disproportionate everything is to you. And so developers have to now go back and change their games, their camera, the way the cameras work, and sort of the heights of everything to make it feel more real in that environment. I thought that was pretty interesting.
I wish there was a way to like demo it to see ourselves, because it's really hard to see from watching these videos, but just based on like YouTube videos and like seeing what the person is doing relative to like what the camera is doing in the game, it looks super, super interesting. And I think it's pretty cheap too. Like you can, from what I remember, you can buy like one of the dev units for a couple $100. Like It's not super expensive. And then I'm sure you can just download all these demos of games and stuff.
Yeah, and the other thing that they were saying, another sort of challenge, is that almost everyone who puts it on, if they don't modify their current game, they get motion sick. It doesn't matter who you are, and that's again because of some of the blurring tricks and some of the things that they do in these games to make them playable in a normal 2D environment that, when translated to 3D, makes people sick. I thought that was really interesting.
I wonder what happens for people that wear glasses, like how it feels with Oculus Rift on, if that does anything.
It seems like it's pretty big. I mean, well, not big, but you know what I mean? It's
room for glasses.
Enough to put the glasses in there as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, that was one of the more interesting things at E3, I thought, is that they showed that. And it sounds like it's the future. I don't know if we're going to be wearing those things, for hours at a time or not. That seems silly, but I mean,
shit, I'll wear it. Imagine watching a movie with that. That would be amazing.
I know. I mean,
Lord of the Rings with the Oculus Rift.
The guy who developed it, I don't claim to be an expert in it, but I guess he worked for some high-end government NASA thing, and he was working on 3D for them, and he was like, well, shit, most of this technology is now available to the consumers, and that's why he got the idea to try to bring it for the masses, because you have things like on smartphones now that have the accelerometers and the gyro aspect to it, and so all that stuff is available and cheap now that you can build in there, and also cheap HD screens as well, sort of allow all that technology to occur.
Could you imagine pairing the Oculus Rift with the new Kinect? How amazing that would be for some games. Like first person, like get on that treadmill thing that like detects 360-degree movement plus the Kinect plus the Oculus Rift. That would be unbelievable.
Dude, we're talking about Ready Player One. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, do you remember at the end of that book, he basically is on this sort of like kind of like treadmill / suit thing that, you know, I mean, he was completely just immersed in that world. And so it would be pretty cool. If it's comfortable, it'd be really cool.
It's probably pretty heavy, I would imagine. It's probably not the most comfortable thing to wear on your head.
Yeah, but it's cool that it's the first sort of, it seems like it's the first serious take on that 3D reality glasses thing, you know?
Hey, don't count that Virtual Boy out.
Yeah, I still duct tape mine to my head.
Hey, the Master System had the glasses, I'm just saying.
Yeah, the 3D glasses, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us, the All Gen Gamers podcast, on Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube and in iTunes. And don't forget about those iTunes ratings, guys. We appreciate those. And for all other info, links, and our forum, please visit www.allgengamers.com.